On this episode, it's Christmas time and it's the last episode of 2017. Hey everybody, what's up and welcome to the 88 show. This is the internet's only dental show where we're talking about what matters most in marketing. I am your host, Joshua Scott, and this is episode 82. Sad news, last episode of 2017. I'm here at the Studio 88 offices. It's Christmas time, filming the last show. You know, it doesn't really feel like Christmas around here because we've never had a tree in here, or even decorations, which I feel like we should. You think so? Yeah. I know. We should. I feel like we should have some more Christmas cheer in here. Man, let me. I'm gonna change it up right now. I'm gonna bring some Christmas cheer. This is actually my daughter, so it's a little tight, but we're gonna bring a little Christmas cheer to the show. Jay Moore, you okay with that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a little Andy Williams. Does that feel better? That's amazing, isn't it? I always picture Will Ferrell, Saturday Night Live. Have you ever seen that skit where he's on the thing that turns? So, anyway, singing the song. Yeah, so, man, but it's the Christmas season, ending up the year on the 88 show. Just having a good time, man. So thankful for this year. This month's topic we're going to talk about here is the 3 best questions. Is this too much? All right, man, hold on. All right. Well, I've been told to shut that off. Little Ebenezer Scrooge over there. Okay, so hey, December's topic, the 3 best questions for 2018. And we're gonna be talking about getting your marketing plan together for next year. Now listen, I know it's December, it's the holidays, it's Christmas shopping, it's kids' performances and family meetings and company parties and all that goes with it. And if you're anything like me, man, right now time is like short. And I know all the things that are fitting in, but I also want to have this conversation now because the whole conversation for this article and this episode is, this is the 80-20 of your marketing for next year. You know, the Pareto's 80-20 principle where 20% of the input equals 80% of the output. That's what this is. And I kind of want to give you like this hack for 2018 on putting together your marketing plan and doing it in a way that's easy, okay? I just picked up Tim Ferriss's new book, Tribe of Mentors. And if you're looking for a Christmas gift, man, if somebody likes to read, I literally don't know that you can beat this for the coming years. It's big. I mean, it also doubles as a weapon. If you're ever in danger in a back alley in an urban city at night, this comes in handy, but super good book. He starts off, the whole preface of this thing is he says, what if this was easy? How would I set this up? How would I go about it? And I think that's a really great question is, what if your marketing for 2018 was easy? And I don't think it's easy for the sake of being lazy. I think it's easy for the sake of being elegant. And honestly, I think that we overcomplicate things a lot. I think that there's something that comes with complexity. Like when something gets complicated, it almost like it makes us feel better. It's like there's almost a little bit of a rush from that, almost a little bit of a, I'm doing hard things, or look what I'm accomplishing, or maybe it justifies the hard work or the success that we have or the money that we're making or whatever, because this is hard and it's complicated. And man, I think that there's a different approach to it. If we looked at 2018 and said, what if marketing was easy? And so that's the whole point of this episode, man. I want to give you the 3 questions that I think if you take some time to answer these, it's going to take the majority of the work out of it. You're going to accomplish 80% of what needs to happen for next year in these 3 questions, okay? So before I get to them, one more thing. Anytime there's not a plan with marketing, I see one of 2 things. I see either apathy with it because maybe you're growing and it's like, oh, we don't need the market because we're growing. And I think there's some validity to that, but I think long term, that's not a good plan. Marketing is a function of a business that needs to be addressed no matter what the current state of that business. The second approach I see to marketing is urgency. And when there's no plan, you either have apathy, like, oh, we don't need to market, or there's urgency, oh my gosh, we need to market. And I think the moment you say, I need to market, it's too late. That should have been dealt with months, if not years before that. Marketing has never been about like this hammer hitting a plate of glass and shattering this one event, this magical moment where everything changes. It's always been about the power of 1,000 little drips over time. It's momentum. And momentum needs energy, it needs resources behind it. And so that's what we're gonna be talking about. Let's get a plan together for 2018. I promise you, you take some time to address these questions, it'll solve 80% of your marketing plan for 2018. Let's get to some questions here. Number one, best questions for 2018 when it comes to your marketing plan. Does your website represent your practice? And I know this is something I've asked a few times this year and we've been talking about, but here's where I'm at with it, is there's so many dental practices out there that would answer this no. The website does not represent their practice. And I think this is your year to address it, to solve it, to create a plan around it. So for me, the first thing is, number one, does your website represent your practice? Because here's where I'm at with it. You know, marketing is about attention. That's what it is. And so right now, I personally believe that in the dental industry, attention is on websites. I think that's it. I think it's real easy, but I think we overlook that. If you have a website, people are looking at dental websites. If you have a website that stands out, it gets attention. And so I think that's number one. I literally think you can compete and win if you're different, and that starts with your website. So number one, does your website represent your practice? Okay. Question number two is, what was the ROI in 2017? So looking back at this year, what was the return on investment of your marketing? So two things I want to address here. Number one is tracking. It's a really deceptively thing to miss, but you'll be surprised how many practices I walk into that still don't track new patient sources very well. And so as we're looking at that, they either don't track them or they have a lot of people that are just under this like other or miscellaneous category. And I think that tracking really becomes the foundation of all this. We're not going to know what the return on investment is until we know where these new patients are coming from. And so for me, tracking is every new patient every single time. And so that might be the place to start, just even with the front office, is getting that system in place of tracking every patient. And then secondly, what did those new patients spend? So looking back, maybe run a report from 2017 and pull the production. I mean, you could do production presented. You could also do production accepted of what those new patients, the revenue responsible that they brought into the practice, because that will give you the return. We spent X, we saw this amount of production revenue collected from those new patients. Man, that's the return on the investment. Those are the numbers you need to be looking at to even think about 2018. Once you know that, what worked? What didn't? What do we feel good about? Now we have actual data and it's not just emotional. So that's question number two. What was the ROI of 2017? Question number three, what is the budget for 2018? What's the budget gonna be? And one of the things we quickly realize is marketing is a function of budget. It's a function of resources. And so as we're looking at it as a system of the practice, it should be a line item in your budget every year, a percentage of revenue. And so what is that gonna be? You know, and we've talked about this before, all throughout the country, that practice or that percentage falls somewhere between 3 to 5%. I'm not saying you need to jump up to 5%, but what I'm saying is you need to make a decision. Because what that budget does is, let's say next year you decide to make it 1% and you've got $1 million practice. So you say, I'm gonna invest $10,000 in marketing. I'm gonna go from 0 to 10,000. So first off, good job, stepping in the right direction. But what that's going to do is, as you spend that money and as you increase that percentage over the next few years, you're putting literally momentum behind your marketing. And that's what the budget does. A predictable budget equals marketing momentum. And so as you do that and you take advantage of that law of business, that law of nature when it comes to businesses, you'll begin to feel, sense, yes, this is working, that momentum coming behind and picking it up. And so, guys, I don't think there's anything profound in those 3 questions. Honestly, I think they can be actually maybe a little deceptively simple, but sitting down and working through those will literally take the majority of the stress out of your plan next year, and it will help you work through 80% of that right now before you even hit the end of the year. Well, guys, that wraps up episode 82. Thanks so much for being here. Hey.
Let's use a little Christmas cheer.
Oh, nice. Well, I drew a tree.
Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just.
Okay, you got a little holly and stuff?
Yeah, I got like some hollies
All right.
and green.
Yeah, I'm just shooting an episode, but yeah, it's cool.
It's fine.
All right, we're bringing the Christmas cheer here in the Studio 88 offices. Guys, thanks so much for being here. 82, the article of the month down below. You'll find that link. Make sure you check that out. Also, if you're looking to find me online, best place is to connect with me at Instagram, at Joshua Scott. Got the holly going up. You know what? Hey, why don't the rest of you guys come on over here? Let's say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. We'll get the whole team shot. Do a little SNL kind of sign off here. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Oh, we get Jay Moore in here too. Look at that.
Yeah.
The magic of video happening. All right, guys, we're missing a few, but on behalf of our team, we wish you the merriest Christmas and the happiest New Year. We'll see you in 2018.
Bye. Bye.
Awkward and cheesy. It's how we like it.